Hi everybody, once again thank you so much for asking the question and thank you so much for listening to this video. So this is lesson 15-1 evaluate and I am doing number 5. So what I'm going to do is I actually create a Google Doc with all these examples so that you can watch them and you have access to it. So I'm going to put control copy and I will be putting it right here. This is question number 5. So 15-1. Question number 5, and I misspelled it. Remember, left click. Oops, question. I made question number 5 and control V, and that is, I have it there, and I will put in the link right there so that you can see it also. Okay, so it says this table shows the number of men and women who play in the 4 sections of the Metro Orchestra. Complete the table. So right here, it says this is the total. So to find the total, I just add these 4 numbers. It should give me 33. Well, this is 13 plus 7, that's 20. This is 25. 25 plus what gives me 33? 25 plus 8. Let me double check that. 8 plus 5 is 13. Plus 13, 26. Plus 7, yep, 33. Now here, see the total? This is the grand total, so if I add 36 plus something, it should give me 98. So I go 98 minus 33 gives me how much? So that's going to be, what is it, 65? 3 plus 5 is 8. 3 plus 6 is 9. Yep. And now I can do the same thing here. 13 plus what gives me 55? So what is it, 42? 42. 3 plus 2 is 5. 1 plus 4 is 5. Yep. What's another one? This one right here. I can do this one. 5 plus what gives me 9? 5 plus 4. I can do also this one. 18 plus 10. 8 plus 10 is 18. And then right here, again, if I add these, it should give me 65. So then I go, okay, 42 plus 10, that's 52, plus 4, 56. 56 plus what gives me 65? 9. Let me see. 42 plus 9, that's 51, 61, and then 65. Yep. So now here, 9 plus 7, that is 16. So I can add it. Now my check is if I add these, they should give me 98. So let me see. 55 plus 16, 50, 60, 71, 71 plus 18, 89, 89 plus 9, yep, 98, that checks. Let me check if that's correct. It has more questions, but I got it correct. So it says, is there an association between being a woman and playing sports? Complete the explanation. Round your answer to the nearest 10. So right here it says, the relative frequency of being a woman who plays strings is, so where's the women who plays strings? The relative frequency, that's going to be, being a woman who plays string, that's going to be 42 out of the 65. So being a woman and playing strings, 42 out of 55. So I go to my calculator. 42 out of 65, being a woman. Let me see, where's my calculator? What was it? I forgot already the numbers. The numbers were 42 out of 55. So I go 42 out of, fraction bar, was it 65? 64 per 64, so this is as a decimal. 64 hundredths, but that's a 6, so that's 65 hundredths, so 65%. Let me see, let me go back in here. So, does it say to round? Oh, round to the nearest 10. Ooh, what was it, 64? So that means it's 60%. The relative frequency of being a woman in the orchestra. Oh, being a woman in the orchestra. So, there's a total of 65 out of 98 people. So 65 out of 98. Let me go back. 65 out of 98. So right here, I'm going to put 65 out of 98. That gives me 66. That rounds to 70%. Oops. So I'm going to go back in here. That is 70%. The relative frequency of being a woman who plays the string is what? Is less than the relative frequency of being in orchestra. So there should be an association because it's less. Let me check if I first find the relative frequency by dividing the quantity asked by the total quantity for that specific category, then compare the results. Okay, so I was wondering if this one, instead of doing 42, we do 42 out of 55 instead of 65. Let me try that. 42 out of 65. 42 out of 65. That's 64%, which rounds to just 60. So that's going to change this. But that's still 60%. So that's still 60%. Something is wrong. Okay, did I put 42 out of 65? Oh, sorry, I should have put 55. Or 45, was it 45? Let me check the number. 55, yeah. Out of 55, that's 76%, which jumps to 80, rounds to 80. So this should have been 80. So it's actually greater than, and so there still should be correlation. Let me check. I still got it wrong. Then compare your results. So let me change it to no. I got it wrong. So show correct answer. 80 and 70.